Hello everyone. So today I'm welcoming you to a episode that we are trying to create a VPN server using AWS Platform. I'm going to turn this task into 2 videos. This will be the first video where we will create an EC2 instance using AWS Platform and then turn that into a VPN. And in the second episode will be actual interface. We will be using OpenVPN. And then using viscosity, how we're actually going to connect that VPN and then start using it. So that will be the second one. So the first one, I have the resources ready. Let's start. So I've got the codes ready in GitHub. So I've saved the code, so we're going to run on command line in GitHub, and then I've got AWS Platform ready for us to go create the EC2 instances, and then I've got the command line terminal ready for us to run the codes. Awesome. So we'll get to it. We'll start creating a EC2 instance. So you go log into your EC2 account, AWS account, and then you go to EC2. And we are trying to create an instance. So go launch an instance. And we are trying to use Ubuntu operating system. So I'm not going to go to the very top one. We'll go with the Ubuntu Server 18.04 LTS long-term service and select. I'll go with this one for now. And I'm going to go everything standard. It'll pick up the security group and we'll add it later. Well, you know what? We'll actually can change this into HTTPS. We'll add a rule. We'll go to HTTPS, which is 443. And then we don't need to add storage or tags. If you are in a fancy mood to add tags to storage, I'm not too bothered, that would be fine. But standard VPNs actually got 8 gig storage. That's enough. And then we go review. I'm going to launch it. I have VPN keys saved. So I'm going to use one of my test PEM keys that I've saved in my laptop. So I'm going to go choose an existing key pair. If you want to go create a new key pair, you can do that as well. And then you can give a name and then you can download that, and you know where the file for you to pick up and then SSH into the EC2 that you're creating here using your command line. So you can do that. It's pretty easy. You can put your test key pair name and then download, and then keep that in your .ssh file or anywhere else that you can access. And so I'm going to go use my existing key pair that I created before because I have access to it. I know where it is. So I go acknowledge that I have access to the private key file. So I'm going to go launch the instance. Now, your instances are now launching. So I'm going to go back to my EC2. I've had a couple other EC2 instances that I've tried. So I'm going to call this test VPN So, and it's running. So creating the EC2 in the AWS platform is done. So if you actually go into the instance, we got the private IP address and then the public IP address. And then we got to wait till that it's ready to connect. So it's initializing at the moment. So we need that connect button ready to go. So status check, it's initializing, and I'm going to stop the video, and when it's ready to go, okay. Okay, now we can see the instance is actually running and status check is passed as well. Now, if you go in here and you go connect, and this is the command you need to run to SSH into the box using command line terminal. So that's what we're going to do next. So we have the command line ready. So I'm going to minimize this window, and we're going to need that window as well. So we're good to go. So I am logged in as a non-root user at the moment. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to change my directory. So change directory to SSH folder. That's where I've actually got my PIN keys, the private key for this EC2 instance. So I'll locate your private key file, and I'm locating it now. And I'm going to go ls -la to make sure I have that. So my private key is VPN test, which is the last one. Yes, it is in it. So we have to be in that path. And you need to run this command and just go copy that to your clipboard, which is third one, which is change mod 400 VPN test.pm, and you copy and paste pretty much, and you run it. And you're not going to use the DNS to connect to it, so we are going to SSH into the box. So we're going to copy that, and you're going to copy paste that. So it's going to say yes. Great. So now we have logged into our freshly launched EC2, which is Ubuntu 172.3.1.24.95. Okay, so we logged in. And now we go to the codes that we have ready. So we did the first step. So create an EC2 instance in AWS and SSH into the box. That's the first step that we just completed. And then go in sudo zoom mode, because we got root, give you more rates. So sudo zoom dash, it takes you to root, and then you pretty much run this command to check your current versions of your OSs, or if you have VPN installed already, because you don't have at the moment, because we didn't run those commands to turn that EC2 into a VPN. It's going to say no OpenVPN installed, but this is the command that's going to give you those information. So we're going to copy, and then we're going to say paste, and go to copy. So as you can see, it tells you these details. So your IP address, which is this, and then you are on 18.4.6, the long-term service. That's the operating system we chose to run the EC2 instance. and also seeing Act does not have a stable CLI interface used with the Gaussian script. No problem. So it doesn't show you that there's no OpenVPN. It doesn't show you. Next, we are going to install the OpenVPN configs, which is these commands. So copy those commands, and you go here, you paste it and start configuration automatically. So it's doing the configurations, and I'm going to stop the recording. Probably it's not going to take a long time, so I'll actually be here so we can see what's going on. So what we did pretty much create an EC2 instance and went to an SSH into the EC2 using command line, and then we went to root mode. Let me check the versions to make sure that's no OpenVPN installed, and then we are running the commands to turn that EC2 into a VPN server so you can use it. And next step will be, after this installation is done, they'll run this code to make sure what we didn't have before is installed now or not. So I'm going to get myself ready, copy that, and when the progress bar hits 100%, we can go ahead and run that and make sure it is installed. I think it's almost done. And it also, so now it says, cool, Access Server 2.10.1 has been successfully installed. And it also gives you the admin UI, client UI, and it'll give you OpenVPN and the default password. We need to change those as a best practice for your security. But we're not going to do it right now. We can do it always later. So now I'm going to go run that command that we ran before to make sure that OpenVPN is installed. So copy paste, which is the number 5, and yeah, of course. Now you can see before it showed you only the operating system of the EC2. Now it shows you the the versions of the OpenVPN. So you got 2.10.1, which is the latest installed. Beautiful. Now we are going to run this command to make sure that's active, which is the step number 6. Copy that and paste that. And you can definitely see active is active, so it's good to go. That's it. That's all you have to do. You create an EC2 instance and then run these commands to make sure that's on 18.04 operating system. And then you run these commands to turn that into a VPN server. So your VPN server is ready to go. In next video, I will show you how you can log into the OpenVPN using your DNS URL, which is this one here. So EC2, blah, blah, and compute Amazon, AWS.com. This is the URL to log into your interface using GUI. So that is coming up with the next video, and I will see you in the next video.